pipe, sandpaper. It seems to be very effective. Hi, good morning everyone, nice to have you all back. I'm hoping this will be the last video from the yard, and I just get to show you the last jobs that are being done, because having painted the mast, which obviously be behind me this morning for the first time, gets a second coat tomorrow. I'm hoping I'm heading towards completion jobs with the boat now. Many of you will know that I actually put the boat in the water last year, and it was a real fiasco. You know, we ran into not difficult conditions, but difficult conditions for me at the time, in that we ended up a long way downwind and couldn't get back upwind, and had to rescue the boat with the help of one of my very good friends at Steve Park. Be wary about saying, you know, this is the last video, or this is the completion video, because boats are never finished, and that's almost the meaning of WABI. It's never going to be right, it's never going to be perfect, and it's never going to be finished. You know, boats you tinker with, yeah, and so you pass them on, and then somebody else gets them. Anyway, this time I thought I'd show you the projects that are happening at the moment, and these are the completion projects, if you like. And there's 4 things going on. That's things on the boat, things with the rig, things with the electrics, and things with paintwork. And I do consider these to be completion jobs, at least to get the boat to a sail away standard, if not to the high standard of an expedition boat that I do intend for this boat. And I'll talk about that as I go along. So I'll show you the 4 projects, okay? Jobs on the boat, up on the foredeck here. I've just been, a couple of days ago, modifying the original tabernacle under my hand here. You can't see that very easily, but I'll show you it as a picture. And I've also changed the bowsprit. So I've taken off the long sailing bowsprit that belonged with the sloop rig, and I've refitted the original bowsprit, very much shortened, and this is just a little stubby anchoring bowsprit, the same as a kind of thing as I had on the Hunter Liberty many years ago, and that's just a big eye there at the moment to take the anchor warp and also a bow mooring warp. I've taken off the cleats from the foredeck because the mast will go right down between them, and I think it would just get in the way. Obviously the mast bore is complete here, so that's the front kind of completed. Some here, I've taken the cover plate off the there's a boomkin cover plate, and I fitted the boomkin. At the moment it's kind of hard up against the engine mount, so either going to have to move the engine mount, or maybe just very slightly take a very little scoop out of the boomkin there. But because it's going to be a yawl, that's what it's sheeted to, and the mizzen mast will go through this hole in the stern deck, and the mizzen mast is one of the last things I've got to build. In the middle of the boat, I've just been finishing the centre compartment, and it's the first time I've had the lid of the centre compartment on and sealed. And what I've just been doing is adding, see, I'll get one of these off. But it's very sticky. This is the main access hatch into the centre compartment, which I want to be dry. I don't know whether you can see that, but I've been adding lanolin grease to the threads and the O-ring, because I do want this compartment to be really dry. On this side, I'll just bring the camera down a bit. This is obviously the electrics compartment, or the battery compartment. Get that one off. And I've been doing more of the connections, so that's the main power cable ready with its connections on, terminal connectors to go into the boat as the electrical power for the boat. And that's now sealed again with lanolin. I'll just show you also forward in the boat. Up forward there, that's the mast step now sealed into place, well glued into place with Sikaflex and a couple of screws, and the bow compartment is ready to close, because the very last job I did was to put the new bowsprit on, bolt it down, and also added some lanolin to those bolts that hopefully waterproofs that whole area. That's that. Anyway, that's the forward is done, aft is done, centre is kind of done. That's about it for the boat building at the moment. And the rig jobs. The largest amount of work I've done in the last 3 weeks has been on the rig, and the largest single part of that has been working on the mast. The thing I've just done in the last 3 or 4 days is I've been adding fiberglass tape to the heel of the mast where it will slide through the bore in the foredeck, and that's to protect the timber. This Douglas fir, it's nice timber, it's quite surface soft, so I think it could scratch and bruise very easily. So that's done, and as you saw this morning, I painted the mast. That is 1 day away from being finished in terms of boat building. I'll give it another couple of coats of paint, put a couple of halyards on, and then that's ready to go. The thing I want to really mention with the rig is, well, behind me is the alloy tube for the mizzen, and I'm just waiting for the timber staves to come to turn the end plug, so it has a bottom plug and a top plug. And the lathe arrived last week as well. The timber isn't here, so I'll do those probably off camera. So the thing I wanted to mention is there's a great big shear leg arrangement straddling the boat at the moment. That's to help me get the mast in and out. Now, people have been a bit concerned about that, and they're saying, well, you know, is your mast so heavy that you can't put it in by hand? Well, no, but to do so I would have to teeter up onto the foredeck, or at least onto the cuddy, with the mast over my shoulder, and then somehow get nearly 18-19 feet of timber spar upright and down into the hole. So I decided to make it a lot easier for myself for going in and out very easily, and that's what the shear legs are for. It's only a 2-to-1 tackle, and it just helps me do it. In a few days' time I'm going to take all that down, because I'm going to make a long-term shear leg pair that will be much lighter timber we can carry with us for putting the mast in and out at boat yards. Once the mast goes in, I think that'll be the last time at the fitting stage, and then what I will do is I'll measure up for the sails, because hopefully I'll have both masts in by then. Once again, I will do that off camera, because it's not very exciting just me taking measurements and, you know, sitting here waiting for sails. Alright. Right, it's the end of a working day, in fact it's the end of a working week. I feel absolutely beaten up. I think I've spent the whole of the afternoon putting the mast in and out, because of course my glass fibre work on the heel of the mast expanded just the diameter just a little bit, so I spent hours sanding that and sanding the bore for it to go in. But yeah, it's in, and the boat is out. The boat is out in the yard, as you can see. It's coming under here tomorrow, mainly because I'm going to do one more job which I hadn't planned for, which is to lift the boat off the trailer and move it forward, or move the trailer back about 14 inches, and that's because we've taken the long sailing bowsprit off. That work I will do off camera, and there's another little sneaky project which I will do also off camera, which might be a bit of a surprise to people. But kind of that's about it for now. The boat is as you see, it's actually complete, pretty well, apart from the completion of the completion jobs. You know, there's a yard to go up, boom to go on, measure up the sails, and so on and so on. But you know, the job list is getting a lot smaller now, and it's been a really hard push this week, and I think it's been a productive push, even though it's been a really tough week. So I'm going to sign off now, and I'll probably not do another project video unless it suddenly gets exciting, lifting the boat and moving it. And there's one more boat project which I will probably start at the same time, and that is the camping cover for the boat, which I've been playing around with as a design of for months. But if I do that, I'll probably do it as a completely separate thing anyway. So thanks all for watching, and I'll hopefully catch you with the boat going out of the yard and going on the water again. So see you guys.